In many ways, Trials of Osiris and Trials of the Nine are very similar, but in other ways, they are very different. Trials of the Nine looked to build off what they had established with Trials of Osiris, and they did an amazing job. Trials of Osiris was extremely linear. Your goal was to get 9 wins without losing in order to reach the ultimate prize. Sure, you had a chance of getting loot after games, but it felt kind of sloppy. After buying your buffs from Brother Vance in the Reef, you got 1 free win, a win that counts as 2 wins, and a loss that doesn't affect your ticket. In other words, you had to win 7 games in a row, but you were allowed to lose 1 game anywhere within those 7. In Trials of the Nine, there are no buffs. In order to claim the ultimate prize, you must win all 7 games without losing any. Going by the stats, this actually makes Trials of the Nine harder to go flawless than Trials of Osiris. However, rewards are much more forgiving for everyone. The third spire takes the place of the lighthouse from Destiny 1, and instead of having to go flawless to reach it, you have to get 1 win. The part that is hard is getting to the different platforms when in the third spire. After 1 win, you unlock access to the third spire, and your first emissary. After 3 wins, you unlock the first platform, and the second version of the emissary. 5 wins gets you to the second platform and the third version of the emissary. 7 wins will unlock the third and final platform and your fourth version of the emissary. The last location is for those who have been deemed worthy by the 9, in other words, gone flawless, which is getting 7 wins on your ticket without losing a single game. This will take you into a new realm, where the final emissary will be waiting, a much bigger version at that. This room will be the equivalent of the lighthouse in Trials of Osiris. For after game loot in Trials of Osiris, you had a chance at Osiris items. In Trials of the Nine, like every other activity in the game now, you get tokens. These tokens can be handed into any one of the emissaries, and after leveling her up, you get a high chance at Trials of the Nine items. As for gameplay, there are a few differences. Player loadouts are now locked when in-game. There's no more switching weapons or subclass mid-game to throw your enemy off. In addition to that, it now shows every player's loadout before every game starts. This is a very cool addition, but I feel it may get tedious as Trials progresses. Trials of the Nine is now 4 vs 4, unlike the 3 vs 3 in Trials of Osiris. 4 vs 4 plays extremely good for how Destiny 2 is built. You can actually outplay enemies if you have better gun skill, and a good team coordination will ruin enemy teams. Overall, it feels much more balanced. The only other gameplay change besides how damage and weapons work differently is the game modes. Countdown and Survival are now rotating modes for Trials of the Nine, which takes place of the chaotic Trials of Osiris mode. Teams now have revive tokens in Countdown and can have a max amount of 2 revives. You have to play much smarter when peeking corners or rushing. I personally feel Trials of the Nine is much smoother and has a better loot and reward system. 4 vs 4 is the best decision Bungie could have made in terms of competitive, and I cannot wait to see how Trials changes moving forward and as it comes to PC. Let me know how you guys are liking it if you have played it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.